Yeah, can we see my screen? Okay, so this is week 7. We're going to be looking at HTML, CSS, and Tailwind. So with HTML, we're able to build user interfaces, also called UI, user interfaces. UI simply stands for user interfaces. Then we're going to be styling it. Instead of using CSS, we're going to be using Tailwind CSS, which is a utility CSS, a utility styling package that is very, very good. That's what they are using in the industry currently. And we're going to be making it responsive. So basically, HTML is what gives the website the structure. CSS is what gives it the appearance. That's why when you look at the website is very beautiful because they use good CSS to make it look good. But the structure comes from HTML. Then Tailwind is a utility styling. It's more like a CSS that is well organized so that you can easily use it to build applications. That is Tailwind. And that is what most applications use currently. Now, this is a basic HTML document, which I said you must save it in a .html file. So it could be index. Index is normally the first web page in a website. A website is simply a collection of web pages. So the index.html is simply the first web page. So like here now, we have index.html. That's the first web page that we have here. You can see it's index. So I'm going to click here now. So I'm going to click here and have contact.html. This way I'm going to create the contact us page. Then I'm also going to click here and have about.html. That is the about page. So that is how you see your stuff. So if you want to create a login page, you have to have login.html. So if you want to have a register page, you're going to have register.html. So that is actually how you create a website. So this HTML now is a website. So better still, I'm going to rename this to IT Web Solutions. So that's the name of your website, IT Web Solutions. And this website has this web pages. So a website is simply a collection of web pages. That's what a website is, a collection of web pages. So now we're building this website called www.itwebsolutions.com. So it's going to have these plenty web pages. And there's going to be a link from one web page to the other. So let's say now we have this index. So I'm going to separate this by the color. So index has red color. So I'm going to copy this exactly what is here. I'm going to put it on contact us, and I'm going to say Control V. Then instead of red here, I'm going to have light blue because that light blue was good. I loved it, so I'll save this. So instead of now having this Ostino web, so I can now come here and say it's the same thing, but having different content. I'm going to say contact us at and put the phone number of the person 070-162-698. Now I copy the same web page and put it on about us. I do Control V, but instead of having this contact us out, I'm gonna say this is a training website. That's what I have in my about us. So I'm gonna say then the color here I'm gonna say yellow here for the color. Okay. So if I save all these, I'm gonna be able to link up all these pages. So I come to the index. Now just below there, I'm gonna link it up. So to link, you use the use the ahref tag. So you can see now that I've linked up the about and contact us here. So let me also link the index page as well. Ahref index page. I'm going to link it as home. If I copy these linkages here, see exactly the way it is here. I'm going to save and now go to about us under Stino. I'll put it there so that because I want all these pages to be linked together, I come to contact us under all this and I'm going to paste this again. So I'll save. Once I save all this and I come back here to where I was running it, this is where I'm running it. So if I refresh, I'm going to see those links. Okay, so let me make sure I go back here and double click on this index. You can see I'm having plenty pages now. Why is it telling me invalid? Make sure it close this. Close this. Okay. Then I go back here. No, invalid. Did I repeat it? Oh, I've changed this from HTML to IT web solution. So I'm gonna go back and click back into it. So where do I have my IT web solution? This is it. So I'll go back here. Index is normally the home page. So you can see now I'm having home, about us, and contact. So if I click on about now, it takes me to the yellow one. This is the training website. If I click on contact, it lets me contact us at with this phone number. So this is now a fully functional website because you can navigate. So this is how you build your website from scratch. Web pages connected together is known as a website. You can see that this is now working. I can click the links and the links are working. Okay, so I can even come here and put this big to make it look better. So if I do this and save this for contactors, so I do similar things for this one. So I'm giving it spaces so that it looks good. Control S and index as well. Okay, so if I save now and I'll go back and I refresh, so you can see this that I just added. It's making it look beautiful. So if I click here, this on about contact, you see the links are working. The same way if I want to put a picture, I can simply put in a picture here. So it depends on the tag that you're using, makes it do what you want. If I want to put a picture, I can come down here and put a picture. So you put a picture by using image img. So any tag, every tag they have what they are doing. So this simply says that the img simply means image and source it means simply means the source of the image. So I'm having a source and the image name is logo, but I don't have that logo here. So I'm gonna go to my pictures and see. I don't have private stops here. Okay, so this is a typical image. I'm gonna copy this guy here, go back to the IT. So make sure that the image is contained inside the very folder that you're working with. So the folder we're working with is works. Inside works, we're working with C Sharp React course. Inside C Sharp React course, we're working with IT web solutions. So I'm gonna create a folder here and call that folder images. Then inside the images folder, that's where I have this picture. So this is logo.png. So I'm gonna go back now. logo.png is inside images, so this is cool. So I'm gonna save it. So alt name simply means if you don't have the image, it will write Ostino logo. Then I want the image to have the width of 100 and the height of 100. Okay. So if I save this now and I come back to the web page and I refresh, so this is the about page. Oh, this is the contact page. If I go to the home page, I can see the image is here now. So depending on what you put in your website, that's what comes. So we are building this website gradually. So this HTML, depending on the tag you use, that's what brings in the what you see. If you want to see anything, check the tag, and the tag shows the elements you want to bring. So this is what we call the link element. This is the history element. This is the image element. So you keep bringing in elements in order for you to make your website to look the way you want it to look. So I'm gonna click. You can see that it's linking up because I use the link element. I call it the ahref or the. So now back to what we have here. So you can see that we have the structure with HTML. In subsequent classes, we're going to be looking at how to bring in styling to make it look more beautiful, and also how we can do this with Tailwind. So this is the typical, this is the one we are just created. Then we're going to be looking at how to use this button class BG Blue. This is typical Tailwind TSS. So we are using Tailwind here for this. So we're going to learn how to build a login page and a dashboard. That's what we're going to learn. Then after that, we can look at other things. Okay. So make sure that you look at this and use this as your reference to build out this. So I'm going to give us an assignment to build a simple login page. That's the assignment. Build a simple login page so that by tomorrow, when we're looking at it, we can look at how to use CSS to make it look beautiful. Build a simple login page. That's the assignment. Okay. Um, does that make sense? Does that make sense? A little sense? Yeah. So we're gonna build a simple login page. That is the assignment. Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. So I can stop sharing. Yeah. So that's where we're gonna be stopping. Please make sure you practice this. You have to. You just have to practice this. This is a pure practical class now. You have to start using what you're learning now to boost something. If you have any question, drop them for me on WhatsApp. Let's look at it. If you have any problem getting started, let's look at it. Okay. Thank you. See you when I see you.